What's up, everybody? Happy New Year 2025. Let's go. So check it out. I'm out here heading to Key Biscayne for a quick trail ride. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about the best cycling routes in Miami, Florida. A lot of people have been asking me questions on where to ride. So they've hit me up in the Instagram DM, they've hit me up on YouTube comments. So I'm going to be showing you and sharing with you the routes that I enjoy riding here in Miami, Florida. So stay tuned. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel in 2025. If you are new here, definitely hit that subscribe button if this video has offered you value. So watch it to the beginning all the way to the end. And if you've already been here before, thank you for tuning in again. I appreciate you. It means a lot. And if you have any questions about this video, definitely drop them in the comments at the end if you develop any kinds of thoughts around some of the routes in this video. And we're gonna dive into it. Some context before we get started. I moved here from New York about 3 years ago, and since then, it's been an awesome ride getting to know Miami, and it's a lot different than New York in that there aren't very many hills, if at all, here in Miami, Florida. It's very flat like a pancake. However, there are lots of perks to Miami, such as the sunshine. And on that license plate, when they say Sunshine State, they are not lying. You get the weather all year round. So without further ado, we're gonna dive into my first route, and that is Key Biscayne. Let's go. Key Biscayne is one of the more common routes here in Miami. So if you're central to the Brickell area or downtown in the metropolitan area of Miami, Florida, then this is gonna be your backyard. The whole route from start to finish, if you don't go into Virginia Key, it's about 12.5 miles, I'd say, going up and down. If you decide to take it a bit further and add more volume, for me, I'm coming from Coconut Grove, I can turn it into a 30 to 40 mile ride depending on how many loops I get around Key Biscayne. It's a super popular ride on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You'll be seeing riders out there at 6:15. You get the Virginia Key, which you get really nice, beautiful beach views. And also, you can ride it at nighttime as well, and also early in the mornings. However, you definitely want to bring some lights so you'll see what you're doing. If you take Key Biscayne all the way to the end, it'll take you to Billbag State Park. Inside of Billbag State Park, you'll see lots of different recreational areas. There is a lighthouse in there, some attractions. You get the ocean and a nice long dirt trail that'll take you out the park. And some other nature walks and everything too, if you want to ride on through, or just get off the bike and go for a little sightseeing. There's not just cycling in the Virginia Key, you also get mountain biking. So North Point Trails is located in the Virginia Key. There are novice trails all the way to experienced and expert black diamond trails. I go in there to mountain bike, and sometimes I'll also just hop on my gravel bike if I want to get a little spicy, and just ride some of the novice green trails or the blue intermediate trails and things like that. So, Virginia Key has a lot to offer, the whole Key Biscayne area. So if you don't want to be road riding all the time, you can definitely put that down. And if you have a mountain bike or gravel bike, you can hop on that and do some mountain biking as well. One of the highlights when you're leaving Key Biscayne is going to be going over the bridge, and you're going to get a nice view of the Miami skyline, which is the highlight of the ride if you ask me. And of course, when you start the ride, you get beautiful sunrises. So one of my go-to rides, if I want to switch things up a little bit and not ride Key Biscayne, is going to be Deering Estates. This is about a 25-mile ride from Coconut Grove here in South Miami, and it's a nice, pleasant ride, I'd say. You're going through more of the suburbs of South Miami, and it's really cool. You got a little bit of rolling hills in one portion of the route, which I enjoy the most. It's a really nice fast track, and then once you get into the Deering Estate, you get a beautiful overlook of the ocean that is just endless. Next up, we got Black Point Marina, similar to the same route of Deering Estates. Depending on where you start this ride, I live in Coconut Grove, so that's gonna put me at about 35 miles there and back. Depending on where you live, whether it's the metropolitan area, this can be a 50-mile plus ride. Now, this ride is really good. I mean, obviously you get the fast tarmac. A lot of cyclists here in Miami usually save this ride for the weekend to extend to some more endurance style riding. Sometimes I'll get out there during the week. If I have some time, I'll get out a little early, and if I want to skip my normal ride, which is on Key Biscayne, to get some extra miles in, I'll come here. The next ride is down to Robert's Fruit Stand, which is a big 70 miler depending on where you live. Again, I live in Coconut Grove, so it's gonna put me at around that mark. Now, this ride is nice to do on the weekend, and oftentimes you can hop on group rides to do it with. So one group ride that's local to me is the Zeal Ride, which is a concept store out of Coral Gables. Nice crew to ride down there with, whether it's in tow and putting in some work on the train that they have once the lanes kind of pop open and everyone's legs get nice and warmed up. But solid crew, and you know, you can definitely save your energy by riding with a group. So definitely hop on one, you know, build a community, you know, find some people that you can ride with, and also, you know, make some new friends and everything too. So that's another way to do it. You can also do it by yourself if you prefer that, at your own pace. Definitely prepare for that. You want to definitely make sure you have the hydration and the fuel that you need for the long 70 miler. Now, speaking of club rides, there is also the Rafa Miami, which is a clubhouse located in the Design District. They host weekly rides that you can hop on. So if you are a registered club member of the Rafa, then you can definitely find out their schedule on their website and just see what rides they have going on throughout the week. Now, you wouldn't get the full experience of cycling in Miami if you didn't visit South Beach. This isn't your typical training ride, but it is a great place to just go for a leisure ride. I take it sometimes from Coconut Grove, and it's about 30 miles of riding. Depending on where you live, if you're in the metropolitan area like in Brickell, it could be even shorter. But it's just a great place to visit. There's tons of attractions. And one good thing about it is that there is a protected bike lane. It is shared with runners and people doing other activities like walking and everything, but you get to visit Muscle Beach, which of course is an old school calisthenics beach where, you know, you'll see in lots of movies and everything, and you'll just see people getting after it. You can take it all the way up to the end, check out the ocean, and also of course Ocean Drive, where you can then check out all the old school hotels like the Colony, and of course it wouldn't be a stop if you didn't visit the Versace Mansion, so you definitely don't want to miss that. Now, if you get tired of some of the rides further south, you can also take it up north on the A1A. That'll take you alongside the coast. I did a ride from Miami all the way up to Hillsborough Beach, which was really nice. It topped out at 100 miles there and back, which was a nice big endurance ride, something like that you want to save for the weekend. And make sure, again, you have the right fuel that you need to hydrate and eat. There's plenty of services along the way, so you should be good to go. So that about wraps up the video on my favorite places to ride here in Miami, Florida. And I'm sure that I just scratched the surface. And if you know any others that I may have not mentioned in this video, definitely drop them in the comments below. And if you prefer to reach out to me and share them with me, and perhaps maybe you want to go for a ride together, I'm happy to do that as well. You can reach out to me in the DM on Instagram at Dwayne Pedals. Now, if this video offered you value, I would love it if you would like and also share it with a friend. If you're visiting here, or maybe you know someone who's visiting here who rides and they don't know where to go, maybe this video can help them out. And if you've been here for a long time, you already know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Peace out.